Hey everyone, it's Kai from Kool Collectibles back again for another figure review. This time it's the Tatsunoko Heroes Fighting Gear Gatchaman G-1 figure. For all the amazing figures coming out of Japan, click the link in the description below to head on over to Big Bad Toy Store. They ship worldwide, so definitely check them out. Alright, so I saw this teased on Facebook probably about maybe 4 to 6 months ago. And being a big Battle of the Planets fan back in the day, back in the 80s, I definitely had to have this new series of figures from Tatsunoko Heroes. I've never actually heard of Tatsunoko Heroes Fighting Gear before, but just a quick look at the packaging. Love the artwork. So this sort of painted style artwork of the figure there. The window box for the figure. Some of the poses that it can achieve, which is pretty damn incredible. They're pretty iconic poses straight out of that cartoon, so looking forward to checking it out. And there it is on the back. So it says a bit of a blurb here. What is Tatsunoko Heroes? I don't know, so let's have a quick read. This is an Action Toys series redesigned the suits from Tatsunoko SF Hero, who made their name in the 70s, so I've no idea who that is. The third lineup is Gatchaman G1. So I'm not sure what the first two lineups were, but I guess Gatchaman is the way it was known in Japan, but I guess the censored and toned down US version that I'm familiar with is known as Battle of the Planets. So this being Mark, or I think he was known as Ken in Gatchaman. So that's pretty much it for the packaging, and enough of that sort of history on the TV show, which I don't really know that much about regarding the history. But I'll crack this guy open and give you guys a closer look. Alright, so here it is out of the box, and straight up, I gotta say, if you're even remotely a fan of Battle of the Planets or Gatchaman, stop what you're doing, get onto Big Bad Toy Store and pre-order it right now. The link is in the description. This figure is friggin' amazing. I love it, and I can't wait to get the rest of the line. I'll just quickly go through the accessories. I had no idea it came with a base. I don't even know if I saw it in the prototype pictures or anything like that, but it comes with this clear plastic or acrylic top on this grid here, and essentially this piece comes off, and you can sort of put it wherever you want, as long as it slots in there. So you just sort of slot it in like so, and then you can sort of bend and articulate this as you wish. It's got the little claw at the front here to stabilize that, but as you can see, the figure stands perfectly on its own regardless, so you probably don't even need that. It comes with an assortment of hands. So it comes with, I'm not sure which one's holding the little weapon here. So there's the iconic sort of weapon. I can't remember what they're called, to be honest, but I'll probably have him posed holding that, and that's sort of nicely painted. It's not metal or anything, it's just plastic, but looks pretty nice. And the hands here, so he's got some pointing hands, some sort of flying rigid hands there, and I think these hands are probably the ones that are holding the weapon. And as you can see, he comes with the fists by default, but the figure itself, oh, absolutely love it. I'm just getting nice and close to give you guys a look at the details on this thing. It actually has a nice heavy weight to it. I'm not quite sure where it's from, but it actually feels like the bottom parts here might be metal. I mean, they do feel cold as opposed to the other parts, so I'm not sure if these are actually metal inside. I mean, a lot of the joints do have these metal pins, but this whole lower section here does feel heavy to give it that bit of weight, and that does help with its stability and so on. So I'm not sure if these are metal, but they certainly do feel like they are. So onto the helmet here, get the iconic sort of bird-like design. And there you can see his face underneath that visor, that sort of translucent blue visor. And there's his sort of determined face underneath. I don't think this is removable. I tried to give it a go, but it won't seem to budge. But it does look pretty awesome like that regardless. The cape back here is like some sort of thin felt material. Yeah, doesn't have much texture to it. It's quite smooth, but it's broken up into these 3 layers, and it just looks pretty damn awesome. There's the chest, which I'll show you the light up feature. I actually forgot that there was a light up feature. So it comes with batteries installed already that you can remove via that screw there, but you just pull the tab out and just switch it on, and his chest lights up nice and bright red. So that just looks friggin' awesome. So I'll just switch that off for now. So great feature there. So you see all the sort of panel lining and detail in the chest. Everything is sort of painted white plastic with the blue highlights and the black, and that sort of G-Force Battle of Planets belt. And then going down to these nicely sort of detailed shins, which I'm sure are metal. Jeez. It's a shame these ankle joints are white and not blue. Would have been better if they were blue, but not too big a nit to pick against the overall awesomeness of this thing. I mean, you do get his little watch here as well. But I'll go through the articulation, which I think is particularly impressive. So you get this shoulder piece that can move out the way, and you get a clear look at the joint there. So it can go all the way out, pretty much to the side, and rotates pretty much 360 without any issue at all. It does have the bicep swivel, double jointed elbows. The wrist has all the motion that you would want, so it does all the rocking and the twisting. The torso here has the waist swivel and also the top ab crunch swivel, so you get heaps of range of motion. I forgot about the head. It's on a double board joint, so you have the joint at the top and then the joint at the neck there, so you can look quite a way down contemplating. I guess he's not looking, he can't look that far up, which is a shame. But overall, not too much to complain about there. The waist is probably the only part that doesn't really flow too well with the sort of major gaps, but I guess that does sort of help with some of the articulation. So you can get his legs up pretty high, like so, and splay them out pretty much only about that far. He does have the swivel at the thigh, which is nice, and just to note that this belt is a free floating piece, as you can see, and this little pouch thing here is on a little ball joint, so you can sort of articulate that as well. The knees, double jointed knees with heaps of motion there, and it does hide the knee joint fairly well, so you can sort of bend it whichever way to hide it a bit better. And of course the ankle joint, so you get that motion and the ankle rocking motion, so you can sort of twist his ankle all over the place. I'm not going to get too fancy about it, because I tried to do that with the Bandai Samurai Star Wars figures and ended up snapping the ankle off. I don't think it actually swivels on the top of that joint, so I think it's pretty much down to how you splay the legs out and how you want to sort of do that ankle rocking motion. So don't try and get too fancy with trying to swivel that, because you'll probably end up snapping it off like I did. But it's probably a good thing that those things have metal pins through them. And the tip of the foot also has that bit of articulation there along that joint. So you can get this guy into some incredible poses, as you see on the box art. And it just looks, yeah, just bloody amazing, like they just came straight out of the cartoon. And I can't wait to see Jason and the rest of the gang. They all have that light up feature, I believe, on the chest. They haven't shown any teaser pics of, I can't even remember her name, the princess or someone, the one in pink, after that. So hopefully they continue this line and finish the whole team, because I would definitely love that to add to my, you know, I guess the 80s collection with my He-Man and Voltron and Turtles and so on, all the classic cartoons. If they finish this line, I'll be a very happy collector. So definitely jump on board. Like I was saying before, the link is in the description. I think it's shipping now from Big Bad Toy Store. I've got the Playouts Kai coming up next, and the movie Revo DeLorean as well coming up next. So definitely click through on the description and head on over to Big Bad Toy Store, because this figure is friggin' amazing. Love the build quality, love the aesthetic. Highly recommend it. I can't recommend it highly enough. So get out there and get it. Thanks again, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers. Bye.